The next numerical problem is, just read this problem. The ratio of C14 C12 in certain certain piece of wood is 13% that of atmosphere. Calculate the age of wood. So its half life is 5770 years. So dear student, it's a very simple problem. So here, so people are identified a piece of wood which is died many years ago. So in that they found that the C14 and C12 ratio is 13%. After many years, so the C14 C12 ratio is 13%. Then what is the ratio in the beginning then? That means this ratio is when the wood it was died. So while living, the C14 and C12 ratio is 100%. So this 100% is nothing but N naught, initial concentration, and N is the concentration at the time of detection. So you must know these things. And he also given half-life period T of, so is equal to 5770 years. So next, so this is the mathematical relationship which is used to solve these problems. That is, here T is nothing but age of wood. 2.303 into half-life of C14 divided by 0.693 into log of activity of C14 when it is living. So this is 100% N naught. So activity of C14 when it is dead, that is 13%. So dear student, here you have to understand that how we are taking 13% as N and 100% as N naught, because you understood the carbon dating technique. In the carbon dating technique, they are identify the age of fossil fuels, so based on the amount of carbon 14 which is present at that particular time. So we understood the mechanism while discussing the applications of radioisotopes. So we can solve this problem in two ways. So one is directly substitute all the values. So we know the value of activity of C14 and C14 while living and dead and half-life period. If you substitute the value, directly we'll get the answer. Or else we can calculate the lambda value separately. So we know that lambda is equal to 0.693 divided by T of is equal to 0.693 by this 5770. So it will give so 0.001201 per year. So next is further, if you simplify it, it become 1.201 in 10 to the power of minus 4 years. So this is equal to lambda. So lambda is equal to 0.693 by T of, but here T of divided by 0.693 is there. So if you substitute the value in the above equation, you will get so 2.303 divided by 1.201 in 10 to the power of minus 4 into log of 100 by 13. So you will get 16,990.74 year. So exactly at this year the wood has died. That means, so here the age of the wood is 16,990.74 years. Next, the half-life of uranium 238, 92 238 is here. So 92 is atomic number, 238 is mass number, is 4.5 into 109 years. Sorry, 4.9 into 10 to the power of minus 9. There's a typing mistake here, minus 9 years. So calculate the activity of 1 gram of sample of uranium 932. Dear student, this problem is very simple. So in this problem he has given half-life of the uranium 238. The half-life of uranium, first uranium 238 is 4.5 into 10 to the power of 9 years half-life. So, and now we have to calculate activity of 1 gram of sample. So we know that, so now we have to convert 1 gram into number of atoms, because activity is nothing but it is the number of atom undergo disintegrations per second. So for that, in order to solve this problem, we have to express gram into numbers. So we know that, so 1 gram is nothing but N, that is the amount of uranium at that particular time, N. So is equal to 6.023 10 to the power of 23. So this is 10 to the power of 23 into 238 is equal to 2.5 10 to the power of 21. That means, dear students, so we know that 1 mole of uranium is very simple. 1 mole of uranium is nothing but 238 gram. 238 gram is 1 mole. So this 238 gram contain 1 Avogadro number of molecule, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 number of atoms present in 238 gram of uranium. So now in the problem he has given 1 gram. So now you have to calculate 238 contains 1 Avogadro number, then what about 1 gram? If you calculate it, so it can be calculated as, so 6.023 divided by 238 into 1. If you do like this, so finally you will get, so 2.5 into 10 to the power of 21. So this is this number of uranium atom which is present in 1 gram of uranium. Dear student, this problem is very simple. In this problem he has given half-life and he has given 1 gram of uranium sample. So we have to calculate activity of 1 gram of uranium. For that we have to express, so 1 gram into numbers. So with the help of Avogadro number concept we can do it. That is, we know the standard value that 1 mole of uranium is nothing but 238 gram. And this 238 gram contains 1 Avogadro number of molecules, that is 6.023 in 10 to the power of 23. So 238 gram contains this much number of molecules, then what about 1 gram? Then if you do calculation, you will get this much 2.5 into, so 10 to the power of 21 number of molecules. So this is equal to N. So now, so we know the formula that A is equal to, we know the mathematical relationship for activity. Activity is equal to decay constant into N. So decay constant, so we don't know the value of decay constant, but we know the formula for decay constant. What is the formula? So lambda is equal to 0.693 divided by T of, we know the standard formula. So lambda is equal to, this decay constant is equal to 0.693 divided by T into N. So instead of, we have substituted the formula of this decay constant here. So 0.693 divided by T of into N. But here we know the value of N, just now we calculated, and we know the value of half-life period of the uranium. If we substitute the value of half-life and the number of atoms in 1 gram of uranium, so 0.693 divided by its half-life, 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9 into number of uranium atom. So if you simplify, you will get 3.85 into 10 to the power of 11 disintegration per year. That means the activity of uranium is 3. That means in 1 year, so 3.81 into 10 to the power of 11 uranium atoms undergo disintegration. That means, so we have 1 gram of uranium. In 1 gram of uranium, 1 gram of uranium means we have 2.5 10 to the power of 21 number of uranium atoms. So the rate of this activity, this nuclear decay process is 3.85 10 to the power of 11 disintegration per year. So this is the answer for this problem. Next problem. The activity of, just go through this, the activity of radioactive element drops to 1/16th of its initial value in 32 years. Find half-life of the sample. So dear student, this problem is very simple. So we have a sample. So this sample undergo disintegration. This disintegration up to 32 years. So exactly at 32 years, so in the beginning, the concentration, the amount of radioactive substance is 1. Then exactly at 32 years, it reduced to 1/16th of initial concentration. So for example, in the beginning, A or N, now we are going to calculate the activity. So A naught or N naught is the amount of substance in the beginning. Then at what time? At exactly at 32 years. So the amount of radioactive substance is nothing but N naught divided by 16. That is, it is less. It is less than that. That is, amount is decreased. So now using this data, that is to reduce 1/16th of its initial value, it takes 32 years. So now using this data, we have to calculate T of this reaction. It's very simple, dear students. Okay. So we know that the numerical formula. So he has given T. So time taken by the radioactive element to reduce 1/16th, T he has given. And here activity of that is equal to A naught by 16. So otherwise you can take N. So instead of A, instead of N, sometimes they used N. So here A is equal to A naught by 16. The concentration exactly at 32 here is A naught by 16. Then if you substitute the value in this equation, you know this numerical problem relationship. A is equal to A naught into half to the power of N. Here N is the number of half-life, capital T is the half-life, T is the total time taken by the radioactive element to reduce 1/16th of its initial value. So if you substitute the value, so we know the value of A is equal to A naught by 16. Here one important thing, you must know how we are considered. So this A is equal to A naught by 16. So this A is equal to A naught by 16 exactly at 32 years. That's why we take A is equal to A naught by 16 into A naught into, so 1 divided by 2 to the power of 32 by T. Because N, we know from this formula, N is equal to T divided by capital T. That is, so average total time divided by half-life of the reaction, 32 by T. Then A naught get cancelled. And we can written 1 by 16 as 1 by 2 to the power of 4. So we can written like this. So this half get cancelled. Then we can equate this power. If you equate this power, so you will get, if you equate this power, you will get 32 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Then if you simplify, or T is equal to 32 divided by 4, so you will get 8 years. That is, the half-life of the sample is 8 years, dear students. This problem is very simple. So in this, the very important thing is, you must know how we are considering A is equal to A naught by 16. Next class I am going to continuing this session.